such joy in Cracker Box Palace. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the late, great George Harrison bringing us in. 1976, Cracker Box Palace. Look up the meaning why he wrote that song. It's a good one. It's a good one. Hey, it's the weekend wrap. It's weekend wrap coming to you. Little late. It's been a long weekend. Had a great weekend. Thanks to all the kudos I got for the firecracker thing. I never seen that. 16,000 firecrackers, ladies and gentlemen. 11 and a half minutes. That's your trivia question. There you go. Real quick, it's going to be brief tonight. Got a couple preservation questions to answer, but we got GMO Tuesday coming up. Got some really good stuff. I've been over the weekend. I talked to a beekeeper, and we'll discuss why I don't see any bees, no honeybees. We're going to discuss that on Preservation Thursday. Of course, the Monsanto trial, of course, that's going to start tomorrow. So you'll probably get updates on the website and from me, maybe some bulletins, breaking news or whatever happens there. I would suspect tomorrow is all going to be opening arguments. They're going to lay their cases out. The defense, the plaintiffs and the defense, Monsanto's the defendant, Dwayne Johnson and those similarly affected et al. Are the plaintiffs. And again, my humble opinion, this is not going to be a contingent thing if glyphosate is bad or not. It is. This is going to be more, I think we're really going to get into the how have they been able to lie for so long about glyphosate. And I think we're going to see, maybe we'll get the question answered. Whom do your elected officials represent? Think about that. But we're going to have some, there's a research paper out on glyphosate. Let me see here. On Cannabis Corner, California pot shops can't keep the shelves stocked. Think about that for a minute. They got the highest tax rates. They got no money. They got all this marijuana they're selling. What is going on with their government? And now Jerry Brown wants to teach. He wants to force teaching homosexuality to children in school. What is wrong with that state? Really poor money management. You don't see Colorado having financial problems with the marijuana. Washington or Oregon. Nevada's not having financial issues on the level California is for a state. California, with all the marijuana they got going on, everything else they got going on, they have the number 6 economy on the planet, and they're broke. What kind of crazy government's going on in California? Everybody's leaving. They're walking away, just like they are from the Democrats. It's getting funny, I think. But I'm going to have a link and we're going to talk a little bit about a place I found, Lost Ways. The Lost Ways, holistic medicine, herbal medicines. It goes back years. We had all kinds of stuff before we had, we got all these cancers and stuff that were created from chemicals, and now they want to treat them with chemicals and kill them with radiation and kill you with the radiation But we'll talk about that, the Monsanto trial. Hey, in the middle of the week, I'm going to be talking with the drop-dead gorgeous Sheena Alexandra, all the way up from down under. She's going to be in the Texas area, Dallas, Texas area. Of course, she has a program you can get involved with to help promote your business and stuff. We're going to be having a little conversation. Who knows? Maybe I'll be on the radio or the whatever they got going on down under. And of course, Laura with the food deal up there in Food Radio, I think it is, up in Minnesota. They're going to be recording my questions. Didn't have to do with the subject matter this week, so I didn't call the show, but I did communicate with her, and I'll communicate with her between now and the next live show that they have where I can call in, and we'll be talking with them too. Preservation Thursday. We're gonna talk more business 101, Merkin Group. We're going to talk collections. How do you collect? You got a question for collections? How do you go about it? What is your question on collections? Send me your question. We'll get them in front of the Merkin Group. We'll get you some answers, and who knows? Who knows? Hopefully, you'll never be in that position. But if you're involved in property preservation, there's this funny organization run, overseen by the crime lord, Eric Miller. Shh, don't tell him. Don't tell him. It'll go to his head. It'll go to his head, and his head will get bigger than it already is. But he oversees this criminal organization called National Association of Management for Stealing, because that's what he teaches the members to do, is how to steal from labor. So I guess they line is, I don't know what they do with the money, but I've said money laundering many, many times. We'll see. But we're going to talk about employer tax responsibilities. Think about that for a minute. But questions for the Merkin Group, send them to me. I'll get them in front of them this week. I'll have a little Q&A going on with Curtis and John over there, and their link is in the description, ladies and gentlemen. If you need information from them, you can get it down there. A couple questions came in this week. I Play by the Weight asks, how come government turns its back on small businesses while these ripoffs continue to happen? This came out of PreservationTalk.com. PreservationTalk.com, of course, a community of preservation contractors, if you will, started a site, and they talk over there about the industry. There are some industry shills over there. There's some industry order mills there. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. But there was another group asked by REO Pro, I think it was REO Pro 30. How do I get the Department of Labor to look at my case? The answer is the same to both questions. Not enough people are filing complaints. If more and more members of labor would file a complaint with the IRS, with the Department of Labor, with your unemployment insurance division, your attorney general, your city DA, contact them and ask them. These agencies are there to protect society, the public at large, however you want to phrase it. But complaints have to be made for the ripoffs to start. Now, the one question was asked in relation to Michael Breeze. The other question was asked in relation to a everybody's calling me, trying to recruit me thing. Still getting scuttlebutt. Nothing confirmed, but still getting scuttlebutt that's pretty reliable that Sherry Knott's old office crew is recruiting people. If they're recruiting people, they got to know where Sherry Knott is. And this is why the theft in the industry continues to perpetuate, because the people know, these people know, Joe knows, Erica knows. Who's the other one? I had a whole list of them, and I have to find the notes. I'll find them by Preservation Thursday. You can bet on it. But these former employees know. Paul is another one. They know that Sherry Knott was ripping people off, yet they won't step up and say, hey, look, I'll give a deposition. I'll say this. I'll do what I have to do. No, they go get a chicken shit job. Pardon my language, ladies and gentlemen, but that's what they've done. They go get a crap job with another company, and now they're recruiting again. Are they recruiting for Sherry Knott in the background? I don't know. Is Sherry Knott the fall guy for the Jaffa family? I don't know that either. But, again, I'm going to say this. The amounts of money being moved around is money laundering in play. Is RICO in play? I believe it is. And I bet if you talk to these agencies, the Department of Labor, the Attorney Generals, the Secretaries of State, if these companies aren't licensed in your state, they're conducting business, they're breaking the law. That's a crime. File a complaint against them. Simple as that. File a complaint against them. Talked to somebody, said, went to the last National Association of Management for Stealing's one of their little get-togethers, fraud fest we call them. More nationals than vendors. Crazy. I remember when there were only 6, and the work was good. But we'll talk about that. And like I said, if you have collection, Curtis, John down there, John Navarro, Curtis Fort at the Merkin Group, they're down at I can't remember, out of Florida. It's been a long weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize. Been a great one, though. It's been a great one. I got to get out of here. If you like what you hear, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the station. I'm just going to let everybody that tunes in, you know what this is all about. Oh, wait a minute. Like what you hear, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the station. That's how it works. Thanks to all the new subscribers and followers, over 1,500 mark on Twitter. You need some advertising. Got a lot of reach. They all know what this is about. Let's have a great night. Let's all be safe out there. Expecting you, that's right, baby. We've been expecting you at the Cracker Box Palace. If you can help keep the lights on, hit the website, give us a donation. It's all good. Welcome you to Cracker Box Palace. And you know who that's for, don't you? Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all be safe out there, huh?